Welcome to this Zoom meeting where we will talk about health, about how to keep high level of immune system, especially this time when the second wave of the pandemic it's gonna roll on our life. So we invited for tonight a special guest from Canada. She is very knowledgeable in these matters. She's Suzette McKay. She's a nutritionist, and she will explain us something about one of the unique protein, or I could say the best isolated protein that helps our immune system stays up. So welcome, Suzette, and you have the mic.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Let me just see about getting our screen sharing up here. And here we go, right? I want to talk to you a bit about our company, and our company is called Immunocal. It's a Canadian company, and its whole theme is the science of living better. What do we need? It was a research company that's been around 45 years. It's Canadian, and they wanted to know the science of living better. What does it take to make your body work? You know, if you were a car, you'd put oil, you'd do this. Well, for us in our bodies, what does it need to work? And they've helped us out with that. Okay. Health. So we're going to talk about health in this century. So what do these things have in common? We got 1, 2, pesticides, stress, things that go by, aging, and all together, what do these things have in common? Well, what they have in common is your whole immune system is expected to look after them all the time, right? So we're going to talk about what the immune system needs to do for that. Your immune system, well, it's in charge of bacteria and viruses, parasites, and at this time we know that this is a major with our COVID and everything that's going on, right? Parasites, you never know where you're going to be drinking. Pollution, just living next to the 401 in Toronto or anywhere else. Drugs, we talk about drugs, like I'm talking prescription drugs or even Tylenol. I had a lady in Ontario when I was living there, and her sister died, 40 years old, of she had arthritis. She was taking Tylenol 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and she ended up dying because it doesn't detox. The drugs leave after effects, right? We talk about your immune system is in charge of disease. Anything, all the inflammatories, disease, stress, aging, all of the above. So what does it take to take care of your immune system? So we're just talking about what people generally do to boost their immune system, right? And here is an article that was done in the Focus magazine, and this is why it's not working like it used to. Vegetables that are sold in the supermarket 50 years ago, we used to eat good, you know, eat your fruits and vegetables. Well, take this for an example. The potato, which is the most consumed food in Canada. Potatoes used to be good for you, but it's lost 100% of its vitamin A, 50% of its vitamin C and iron, 28% of its calcium. So out of all the things left in it, you know, niacin is the only one left. And we wonder why we're not getting our nutrition out of our food. Like, you need a good diet, good food, you need to sleep well, exercise, you got to stress management and lifestyle, and raise your glutathione. A lot of people hadn't heard that word glutathione, right? It sounds like glue the tion, and that's how I remember it, and it's an easy way to do it. Now, this glutathione thing they talk about is in every cell of your body. Everybody writes about it. You know, every cell has it, and if your cell, it dies. If it doesn't have any, it'll die, right? There is over 150,000 produced medical publications on glutathione. Everybody writes about it in the medical history. You know, kidney people write about it, heart people write about it. Everybody writes about it because that's why it's the most medically written about, because if your organ doesn't have any, it's not working. And so the roles of glutathione, and we're going to end up covering these a bit: antioxidant, immune, detox, and energy. Like antioxidants, a lot of people don't know what an antioxidant is. And an antioxidant is when something oxidizes, right? And when you think oxidize, you think, you know, you scratch your car, and I don't know about Ontario, but, you know, if you don't cover it in a week, it's going to start to rust. What about your butter? You know, you leave your butter on the cover too long and it turns rancid. What about an apple? There's a great example of oxidizing. So for us, we oxidize all the time. So are we getting rusty? Are we turning brown? Well, yeah, kind of. And this is why we need antioxidants, right? Antioxidants, there's lists and lists of things that antioxidants do to help yourself from getting sick, right? This is first corner of the eggs. So where do all these oxidization, oxy radicals, free radicals come from? Well, if you do any of these, you're going to get some. Eating, breathing, aging, exercise. When you work out, you make lots of free radicals, right? Pollution, breathing it in all the time. It's all over the place. We just produce free radicals all the time. And so a free radical comes in and it goes and it changes all your cells. So when you take like a vitamin C, an antioxidant, it goes in and it starts cleaning up. You need so many antioxidants. It's hard to get them all in. And normally when you take an antioxidant, it takes that free radical and it neutralizes itself. But if your glutathione is high, it comes in, your vitamin C will hand off the free radical to glutathione, and it will recycle your vitamin to go get some more. Go get another one. Go get another one. And it works with all your antioxidants, right? Hands it off to glutathione. And so your vitamin E or your vitamin C will work. It'll go back 3 times. So it'll, you know, if your glutathione is high, your glutathione will dump it out of the body and it'll make all your vitamins and all your other antioxidants work properly, right? So it's good to have high glutathione. And so that's why they call it the master antioxidant, because it's the only one God put in. All the rest are stuff you take from outside or from food sources or it is the built-in master antioxidants, because it's what makes all your other nutrition go round. So now the main function for the immune system is to protect you from foreign antigens, right? This is, you can pick it up. Like these are so, with COVID now, you know this, a little bit of that, touching the railing here, and they're in, poof, they're in. It doesn't matter, it doesn't take long. So your body needs to make antibodies to go, and antibodies are like warriors. They're B cells, T cells, you know, there's lots of fancy names for them, but really they're warriors that are going to go out and kill these. So here in this slide, this is a slide that says the limiting factor on the function and clonal expansion of lymph is glutathione. That means you got a bug that comes by, you need 10 warriors because, you know, it's, you know, just a, well, your body will make 10 warriors to go and fight. Well, let's say it's a COVID. Well, you're going to need 100,000 warriors to go fight that one. And if your glutathione's low, we can only make 100. So it is limited on how many warriors it can make by the amount of glutathione. And so that's why they call it food for the immune system, right? Next is detox. Well, you know, there's the highways, there's people still smoking. You never know what you're going to pick up. Fish, Lake Ontario. Did you know that if you eat a fish out of Lake Ontario, you can only eat 4 inches this week because it's got too much mercury? Better eat the other half next week. Like, you know, pesticides, herbicides. And if you don't think that you've got, what about barbecuing? Did anybody barbecue this summer? Cold cuts make free radicals. 100,000 new chemicals since World War II. Your body's got to deal with them all the time. And the 401, well, it's 20 lanes wide, and there's lots of documentation that says don't breathe between 7:30 and 9 on the highway because it's so toxic, right? Substances that are detoxed by GSH, look at this, like glutathione, it goes in and look at the cleanup it does for you. Tons and tons of things from, you know, your mercuries, your industrial exposures, your Febreze, you know, all those things. They got to be taken out of your body somehow, right? And so the toxic waste neutralizer of the body, it is because it goes into each cell, you know, does the housekeeping, throws out the garbage, right? And so glutathione falls as we age. You know, we're born with lots, and we need to supplement because it starts to fall, and it's dealing with more and more things all the time. And if you look at the 100 years old, why does the line jump right up when you're 100? Well, those people lived because they had high glutathione. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made it, right? Those are the people that have tested with extremely high glutathione are the people that age lots. And it seems to drop as it goes by and by and by in our elderly that they've tested, right? So we lose glutathione every day. So what is the problem? Well, I'm missing some slides here. Anyways, drugs will do it. Poor diet, trauma, stress, infections, pollution, aging, radiation. See, they go around like this. And so damage, the glutathione's keeping up, it's keeping up, free radical damage, toxin buildup, and your glutathione depletion, and then you get cellular aging, disease, and death. And that's kind of how the cycle works, right? And so glutathione replenishment is critical, right? You want to live a healthy life, you need glutathione. And remember that glutathione cannot be raised by eating glutathione. Glutathione needs to be made in the cells. So that's what we discovered is what do you need to put it in the cell to make it, right? See, there's three things: glutamate, cysteine, glycine. These are the three things you need to make it. The middle one, cysteine, we just can't get it out of our food anymore. That's why we're not making as much glutathione and why there's all these diseases running rampant. There's a drug, you know, there's a big word there. It's a NAC, and they call it, but it's got lots of side effects. They use it in a hospital in emergency. They'll jab your liver with it, and it'll make glutathione. And let's say you're on an overdose of some kind, it'll clean out your liver and you'll live, but the side effects are extremely bad. And so that's why they don't use it except for emergency. We used to find cysteine in broccoli, but now it takes 9 cups. You can find it in raw eggs. And yes, in the 70s, the jocks used to do raw eggs, right? But it's frowned upon now, right? Raw meat, sushi. Hey, Okinawa is they eat lots of sushi. And it is the island off Japan that has the most people over 100. And, you know, those little Asian ladies, you know, they never go gray. You can never tell how old they are. You know, they eat lots of sushis. We found it in mother's milk. As a matter of fact, every mammalian milk, you can find it. But, you know, you can't be mother's milk. It's hard to bottle on 3 million users a day. So we found ours in raw whole milk. And we have a special place where we get that. I mean, you could have got it out of goats or, you know, but we ended up getting ours out of cows. So we got what they call these things we call them happy cows, and they're in Idaho. And they are as organic as you're going to get them, because you can't feed Betsy an antibiotic because you're going to throw off my 10-year lung study, or you're going to throw off all my double-blind placebos. So they have to be clean, clean, clean. It takes actually 500 liters or 4 gallons of milk to make 1 pouch of Immunocal. They take out all the fat, all the lactose, all the milk, and the only thing actually left in it is a milk protein. So Health Canada has given us permission, and it took lots of studies for them to approve us as a glutathione precursor for a strong immune system in Canada. This is recognized around the world, but Canada has granted it to us. And if you list anything you really need to know is on the top list of your box of Immunocal. We'll tell you anything really about a strong immune and what it's good for. Really, you mix it up, you put it in, all you got to know, and it'll make glutathione for you. Amen. 1988. And so what's the biggest challenge to getting it in the cell? Well, it's always broken down by digestive. So they had to find a way to get it in, right? And so Immunocal is a patent protein supplement. It's our flagship product. The whole company was based around this product that they wanted to take it to market. It's got 45 years research, 20 years research, 25 years on the market, 3 million users. It's available in 10 countries now and will be a household name globally. You know, it's just a matter of time. If you're looking for clout, Dr. Gustavo Bonos, he's the grandfather of glutathione in the immune, and he has lifetime achievements awards. And he's got, you know, a doctor makes a paper and they write and they publish a paper. Well, if a doctor in one lifetime has 100 papers or one paper, he's considered very good. Dr. Gustavo Bonos had over 130, I believe. And so he was making this Immunocal, and he ended up catching the eye of this other guy, Drobe, and he made what's called Immunocal Platinum. He was so excited that we had our Immunocal. He said, I don't want to change your recipe, he says, but I could add a couple of things to your Immunocal, and we can, I'll get into, you know, we can change the way it does sugars and different things. So he came from 40 years of the National Cancer Research Germany. He was the second and third leading immunologist in the world. And he made our platinum. So these are made from some highly qualified. And look at this. In 2008, we were bantered up for the Nobel Prize. And this guy won. Dr. Luc Montagnier won. And he wrote a whole chapter in his book about us. So we've got lots and lots of clout, right? We're in the CPS book in Canada. We've got 70 international method of use patents. We're in the doctor's book in the States. Here's a quick version. You can look this up on the Immunotech website, and here it lists tons of disease, cataracts, Parkinson's, pulmonary, lots of, you can look this up on the Immunocal website, actually. So it's guaranteed to make us healthier, and we've got more studies. Here's one from Eleanor Roosevelt's University of Denver that did, these are all third-party studies. So, you know, they did a $4 million study on Lou Gehrig's or ALS that we did really well. Here was one. If you take Immunocal before you go in for any kind of an operation, your recovery time, I think, is 60 to 80% faster, right? You're healthier. It'll make you smarter. There's projects all over the place. They were just talking about being patented for Alzheimer's and dementias now. There's a great study from the University of Denver if somebody's looking for it. Here's one on autism that did really, really well, right? So we're healthier, we're smarter, and here's for a bit of stronger. Over 13% in muscle function and strength. And for a lot of you, this is the difference between staying in your own house, the difference between a walker and sitting in that chair for 10 years when they can kickstart you. It's the difference of picking up your grandkids. 5 countries of Olympic athletes use it for sports. Here's one in seniors for muscle training, right? It's the difference between walking around for a lot of people. We are approved for sports. People worry about that, but we are highly, highly recommended for sports people, even for, we're safe enough for pregnant women. So it's, everybody can take it. And here's our health claim for increased muscle, exercise and performance, right? So the Immunocal difference. Immunocal and Immunocal Platinum are the only dietary supplements scientifically proven and patented to raise glutathione within the cell, right? They can tell you stuff at the grocery store, but I'm telling you, unless they've proven it to Canada, I would be weary. Okay, so let's do a little recap. It'll optimize your immune system, the Immunocal, maximizes the function of your antioxidants, makes your vitamins go round, right? Supports cellular detox. It'll help you to increase muscle mass and body fat, right? Reduce body fat, energy level, and physical strength and endurance. Now, if you want the platinum version, you get all the Immunocal, but it changes pH, and a lot of diseases happen with an acid pH. So we're glad that it changes that. Repairs DNA. It'll help maintain normal range blood sugars, lowers inflammation, proper muscle function. Anybody that's got, a health challenge, this would be good for them, right? And so Immunocal, an immune enhancing formula, uniquely designed to help your bodies perform the way it was supposed to at optimum level, right? So here's some links, this glutathione.org. We have a book here. This is Jimmy Gutman's book. He's got a new version of glutathione. You can get it at glutathione.org. And here it'll tell you, the chapters will tell you, GSX and immune. And at the end of each study, there will be formal studies that will show you what they do for that ailment. Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, heart, diabetes, liver, AIDS, cancer, MS, lung, kidney, trauma, seizures, pregnancy, glaucoma, skin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want to know what it does for that disease, you can certainly get it there. Now, there's 3 ways to purchase. You can be a retail customer, right? Or you could be a preferred customer, gets 25% off. And for a preferred customer, he ships monthly. You can stop and start anytime you like. But if you stay every 3 months, you'll get a free box. And for those that are going to be on it for a long time, or looking to be on multiple or have a health challenge, sometimes it's easier for them to be a consultant. You might know a lot of friends that you wish to share with that you think it would be good. And so when you come into as a consultant, it costs you $45 to come in, and you get a welcome kit, which will come with catalogs and paperwork and show you how to do the business if you're looking for that. And you need to buy a starter pack, and from there you get 30 to 48% off, right? And every month there's specials. And this month it has to do, Cogniva is the special. And the Cogniva, it comes in a little chewy candy like this, and it's for memory. It does alertness and concentration, memory support, focus, long-term brain health if you take it on a long-term basis. And really what it does is it gets the spark going, right? You know how you go downstairs and think, oh, what did I go downstairs for already? It'll help you lots for those kind of moments. They use it in meetings. Students use it. It's got a bit of green tea and a couple other things in it that are really good for the brain, right? Here's a chart I was, this is after 12 weeks. This is the difference for those people that have been on it. It certainly increases brain function, just kind of gets the spark going again, right? And Magistral was our other special of the month. Whoops, let me just get back here. On your Cogniva special, your Cogniva is normally $69. Well, we're having a sale, and the sale this month is 20% off. You can get regular $166, and you can get it down to $112, 3 for $112. So that's a really good deal. Magistral is our other special, and Magistral comes in a bottle like this, right? And it's for prostate health, but it's also for frequent urination. You know, people often will go to the bathroom and they'll go tinkle, 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 and it doesn't void very well. So they're back into the washroom 20 minutes or half hour, or they're up 3 times a night. And what happens, it'll help you to void. So then, you know, you'll be a minute. For those that are getting up in the night that start this, you know, if you were getting up 4 times, you might only get up 2 times. Or if you were, it'll certainly help with that. And it helps for every feature that your prostate does, right? So
thank you. I have a couple of products that I want to showcase.
Okay.
So I don't have the magistral with me, but I'm taking already
Yes.
because I want to prevent that trips to the toilet too often.
Yes.
So I learned my lesson that prevention is
Yes.
much cheaper than treating.
Yes.
So before I will show how I mix the product, the Immunocal Platinum, I want to show you the only toothpaste that contains glutathione.
Yes.
So it's the only toothpaste with glutathione. It tastes very good. I love it.
Yes.
It's a very good product. I love it very much.
Only brush the teeth you want to keep.
Okay. Yeah, I have the Immunocal Platinum. I started with this, so I will. I prepared here my cap. You see, it's customized with my name here. My wife customized it. So I tried different products to mix it, but the best one to mix it, I discovered, is the kefir. It's kind of buttermilk. I don't know if you use kefir.
Yeah. No.
You know? No. Okay. It's kind of buttermilk, but it's more liquid.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't I didn't remove the dust very good here, but so I will put here, and I got a lot of fun with this product because sometimes if I don't make like this, it will make a lot of dust around.
Yeah.
And I always add the Immunocal booster, the reds, which gives a very good flavor and good taste to Immunocal.
And
so
sorry, and
no,
50 antioxidants from 50 fruits and vegetables. You know what we just learned about antioxidants? Imagine if you put all the antioxidants from 50 fruits and vegetables in there with your Immunocal, what that'll do for you. Loaded.
Yeah. And I'm shaking.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm shaking, and I'm taking now in the evening, so I have no problem sleeping. I sleep very good, but I do it both ways. I mean, not just like this. I turn it back. I learned this from the paint store when they shake the paint. They shake the paint can in all the directions, you know. So yeah, until I finish shaking, I will have some questions. You show us 3 options to buy the products. What happens if some people will find more attractive prices on other platforms like eBay, Amazon, or who knows what other selling retailing websites, when they find?
Immunocal comes from Immunotech, and it's like every company, you know, if you get a real good product, there's going to be lookalikes, and there's going to be, you can buy it on, but you're going to take your chances. At Immunocal, at Immunotech, if you don't like it, you know, if you don't love it, it's free because you can return it. Something that you're buying from Amazon, we've heard they're trying to get them off, but we've heard that there's some people that are even went to China and made boxes and put fake powder in the pouches. And so you'll never know what you're getting if it's real or not real on those platforms. And it's certainly not guaranteed, right? And I'm not sure I would be putting stuff in that's you don't know for sure where it's coming from, because they can't guarantee it. It's like, you know, the purses, You can get a Prada purse or, you know, fake stuff. So buyer beware. You might get it, what, $5 cheaper, $10 cheaper. If it's not worth putting some stuff in you that might not work at all or might be dangerous, right? They're trying to get them off of there, but you know, anytime somebody has something really good, there's going to be somebody trying to rip it off in the market, right?
So, so it's not safe. It's not safe,
yeah,
because there's no guarantee what is inside.
Yes.
Okay. So I finished my shaking. You notice I keep it for half a minute or so upside down.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's ready to drink. If you look, I have almost no dust left. So it's mixed. It's blended very good. I don't know if I can show here.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to pour it on your computer.
Yeah,
it tastes like a fruit smoothie. Yeah, I never tried to put ice, but I will try one time with ice.
Well, some people use ice because it makes less foam, right? Some people stir it, you know, till it gets smoother or you know, however that is. Some people really like the citrusy juice, like orange mango, and some they use water with their fruits and vegetables, the water booster and the Immunocal, right, together. Find some place that works. We have a couple of different kinds of juices in our house. We like juices instead of yogurts, right? Applesauce works. And you got to stir it in and let it sit a couple of minutes, come back and, you know, fluff it up a bit, right? And it's time. And it's not that it doesn't dissolve, it reconstitutes like a beef jerky, like it needs to suck the fluid back up. So that's why it takes a couple of minutes, right?
Yeah. So I put buttermilk like this much. I don't fill it up.
No,
so just like less than half. So
Yes.
So it can shake it good.
Yes.
Yeah. But
and also I want to say that it's not recommended to use hot hot products like
nothing hot.
Nothing
no
hot.
blenders, because it'll zing the ingredients. And once you wet it, take it as soon as possible, right? It'll be still have good protein, but you know, you should drink it in, you know, 5-10 minutes if you can. By then it's smooth, and kind of drink it right away, because it'll break down fairly fast. Like, don't make it and put it in the fridge overnight. It won't be, the active ingredients will be gone.
What about stirring with a metal fork or spoon?
Metal, doesn't matter if it's metal. You can stir it all you like, but you can't put it in a blender because it goes too fast, right? A lot of people that don't like so much foam, they just stir it with a fork till it's smooth. And at the beginning, it'll be lumpy, but because, you know, when you make gravy or white sauce, you know, it's the same kind of thing. Just keep stirring it and it'll go smooth in a couple minutes, or keep shaking it how you like, right?
First time it was just a strange taste, but now I get used to it and I love it. So I have no problems taking it.
Yeah. Most people find something good. Huh?
Okay. I want to say that some people will, when they start for the first few times, maybe they will go more often to the toilet, because it starts to have the effect of detoxification. Yeah. Okay. And that is not a worry. It's a sign that it starts to work properly, no, in the body.
Correct. Start to drink lots of water.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Suzette, for your presentation, for explaining. It was a great explanation, very easy to understand everything. So yes, we'll continue this this product every day.